So you guys know Jay-Z's been putting on the Made in America concert in Philly for the past 6 years. Now apparently the mayor of Philadelphia has decided to evict them from the city with no prior notice. So Jay wrote an op-ed for the Philly Inquirer saying that the festival has earned the city over $100 million in profit over the past 6 years. He says, "We're disappointed that the mayor of the city of Philadelphia would evict us from the heart of the city through a media outlet without a sit-down meeting, notice, dialogue, or proper communication." This seems disrespectful. I don't know why Rock Nation would make this up. So they're just basically saying that there was no contact, maybe through a third party, but yeah, it's like if you put on for the city like this, they help increase tourism, they hired a lot of people. It's pretty disrespectful for them to go out like this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like when you look in terms of Philadelphia, and this is no disrespect, like Philadelphia doesn't always have a lot of things going on outside of like their sports teams and whatever, like whoever's the top artist or, you know, the top artists they've had for the past few years. Well, almost 10 now, shit, Meek.
Yeah.
You know, but
and he's on the bill for this year too.
Yeah, I mean,
great homecoming.
It's a great event. Like I've been to like 2 of the Made in Americas. It's a great event. Even when it fucking rained insanely last year, it's a dope event. And Jay has roots there, you know, with signing so many artists from Philly and giving so many people from Philly opportunities. It's unsettling that they would just dead this shit without saying nothing.
Right.
Right? But where else could it be? I can't see Made in America being anywhere else because if you're from
Camden.
New York, huh?
Camden.
Camden?
I'm playing.
So that's what Jay-Z said. It's like this. It's like the city is so tied to it. So the COO of Rock Nation also said that they even tried, the mayor's office, they tried like adding costs. So the bill kept increasing with all these shady, mysterious costs. So the mayor now claims that he loves Jay-Z. He said that they had some operational difficulties on the parkway because of how long it takes to set up. And it just sounds like a lot of corporate politics.
That sounds like
just bullshit.
Exactly what it is. It's politics as usual. Let me tell you, this is, sometimes you gotta read between the fucking lines. This is what the mayor was trying to say. Jay, we see what the fuck you was trying to do, nigga. Made in America, this was about to be the Free Meek Mill rally all over again. And the city right now is going through hell politically because of that shit, okay? They didn't want us to have a big-ass festival where Meek is again headlining and make that the agenda just drilled home. And by the way, Made in America, great festival. You know, a lot of people have critiques of Jay, but in terms of that festival, like it's a black-owned festival which does great. It's like culturally, it's amazing what it does for Philly. It's amazing. It ties a city to one of the dopest festivals we have in music. So I love it. But I think the mayor's office, they seen what was about to happen, and they're like, no, 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 nigga. We're not doing this. You're canceled. But, of course, we can't tell you that. So we're going to make up some other reason because right now, again, it feels like anybody, like, I feel like people even are scared to really vocalize, like, hey, we're scared that you guys might be pushing like an agenda that we don't want to jump behind. And I think that's 100% what it is.
It's just such bad business though and bad politics to not even reach out and have the conversation. So they said they were tight with the previous administration and they had issues, sound issues, stuff like that always happens. They said they've even had to move the stages, but they could also have the conversation and figure it out. To just have to find out through a third party after you've done so much for a city is just wild disrespectful.
And then that whole, I love Jay-Z. That shit sounded like some of my closest friends are black.
Like, my kids listen to rap.
Exactly. Well, get the fuck out of
here. We all know the 76ers owner or co-owner is a huge fan of Meek, supports a lot of his initiatives. Friend as well. I saw him on the jet. They were celebrating his birthday. It was great. Maybe he could, was it the Wells Fargo Arena? I think that's the name of the Wells Fargo Center. Yeah. If that venue was open, perhaps try to open it up and
it's too many people though. It's too many people.
I know. It is too many people. But still, I feel like Made in America, you can't bring it nowhere else.
Exactly.
Can't bring it to Jersey.
You definitely can't have that shit in New York. Like you definitely can't have no shit like that in New York.
Grand opening, grand closing. Come on, man. Let's.
Well, I mean, I hope that they get the shit.
I wish there was like a petition or something.
Yeah,
that we
can
could
we
send
do
everyone
something?
to.
I mean, I hope that they're able to continue Made in America because, like you said, Ak, it's such a dope event. You know, and it gives. Even they got the title discovery stage where they have like a lot of the up and comers get to be on that same platform, but just a smaller stage. So it opens up doors for all types of people. I hope that they could figure out where to put this shit. And
also speaking to the bigger plight, sometimes you know, niggas, we love to laugh and joke, but you know, when Jay gives us albums or he's kicking game about some of the, you know, I mean, remember when he did the B-side concert and he was talking about some of the difficulties he's faced with even title and just trying to get other things that are quote unquote, you know what I mean, just either creator owned or just black owned, and really push those things on a mainstream level. Like he hits a lot of hurdles.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because people be calling it trash, act like you call title trash all the time.
Well, no, I didn't say title trash.
You did.
No, title for the concert.
That face, whenever you put that face on.
But, but.
He talks about a lot of his struggles on this new album with Beyonce,
right.
the NFL. He names like a bunch of people, sort of like Jay's in another league. So he's dealing with like battles that we can't even imagine, but they're important for the culture, the culture. I'm sorry to say that. It sounds so corny, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, the mayor just got to grow some balls and just keep it 100. Like, yo, Jay, we don't want your ass over here this year, man.
Nah, I can't do that.
Like this year, politically, we going through some shit. We don't want your ass with a big ass concert.
He can say politically now, but wait till the money starts bleeding.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah
fuck that judge.
That's exactly what went on. But again, I sympathize with Hov and of course all the people who usually go there. There's hella people who just take trips down there. They book hotels. It's
yeah,
great
it's a fun weekend.
Like,
it's great.
It does great for the city, and whenever you have anything winning, that's why it's so good to have like a winning sports team, because it brings the city money. When you have like, you see with LeBron, right? Him leaving Cleveland, you know how big he is to that economy, right? So when you have something like a Made in America, not only do you throw this big festival, but then promoters can throw all types of, it's so many different things that go on during that whole weekend that makes the city money. It's just unfortunate that they're trying to end it, but
hey, look, if you're a fan of Made in America, hit the mayor's office. Yeah. Tell him stop playing games.
Stop playing.
Stop being disrespectful.
And again, from what I read in their little, their quote unquote, my friend is black, so I'm not racist little explanation. It looked like they were almost like trying to backtrack so much because they didn't think that maybe Jay was going to respond.
He's like, yeah, well, we snuck it into the RFP and they responded to it, so we thought they saw it. What?
Yeah, so,
more politics speak.
Yeah, so now they pretty much almost said, yo, next year we could like look into it. So hopefully Philly and Made in America do not separate. Word. This is not, I don't want Made in America to be the fucking
Milwaukee.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I mean, everybody knows this. If it's 5 seconds left on the clock and we talking basketball analogies and music, I'm giving the ball to Hov, because he's going to find a way to win something out of this shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? One way or another.
We'll see.
Hit the mayor. Let him know.